Good morning.
Good morning. Let me work on my
Sounds
camera.
echoey in here.
My camera's giving a little trouble. See if I can get it on there. Okay, well. Okay, well, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
It's your camera's odd.
My camera's on. It's just
Ah.
giving trouble. It's just giving
Uh-oh.
trouble. Okay. Well, let's see if it starts working. Well, welcome everybody.
Hi again. We're all here. It's gonna be weird without your little smiley face.
See what I can do.
Oh, look at that guy.
Well, yeah, that's me. Hi.
There you go.
You look like you've had a lot of coffee this morning.
Yeah.
You almost
He's
made me
ready.
Well,
Spit
all right.
my
My
coffee.
question is, what is that?
I forget what are they?
It's a koala bear.
I think it's a
No.
lemur.
It's a lemur.
Oh.
Lemur, yes.
That might be right. That might be right. Okay.
There you are.
Oh, I'm a lemur too. Hi.
You're a lemur.
Okay. Again, World Animal Day is probably this week. And that's just adorable. Wouldn't that, is that going to attract attention on your Facebook and your Instagram? Get it out there.
Yes.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Welcome to October 4th, 2023. Let's talk real estate. Let's just dive right in. Let's talk about the magic of a 90-day cycle, also called a quarter. All great businesses do major planning. All businesses, period, do their planning in 90-day or quarterly cycles. And what a coincidence that we are at the beginning of a quarter right now, the fourth quarter of 2023. So here are some tips for a 90-day cycle that applies to real estate sales. This is a good time to set some exciting, measurable business and personal goals. They go together, especially in this business. They just go together. Set some goals in advance for each month within the 90 days. Decide specifically how many days that you will prospect during these 90 days. And you might consider that 20 days per month would be a minimum. You might opt for more or less, but determine right now your days to prospect. And I was talking in another meeting last week. It's time to get your annual calendar and plan out 2024 and how many days you're going to work and how many days you're going to prospect. Put all your vacations in there, put all your holidays, put all your personal events in there, and plan out your entire year right now. So try that on this next 90 days, on this next quarter. Decide who you will call each day and prepare those numbers the night before. That's a wonderful exercise. And it gets you ready to do less thinking in the morning before your coffee. You don't have to do all of that. It's taken care of. And track everything you do in writing. Be analytical with this process. Take control of it and run it in a business-like way, as if you were paid wages by somebody else other than yourself to do this kind of work. Track it in writing. And set up massive accountability and report your activities daily. To who? Well, first to yourself, and maybe anybody in your family that knows what you're doing, and then to your accountability group that you're hopefully in with your branch. And share your schedule with everybody. Some say post it on the refrigerator, let everybody know when you'll be doing what. I think that's very important. That you're not to be interrupted, that you do this at this time and everybody knows, and leave me alone. Create a 90 days skills improvement curriculum. That's an excellent thing to do, especially in the fourth quarter. It tends to slow down a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen this quarter. It's probably doing the opposite. But the fourth quarter is a good time to say, well, I'm going to take that Create 21 course or something like that. So consider that as well as part of this 90-day plan. It's part of every 90-day plan. Clean up all your leads to get started. Fresh quarter. People you've been chasing that are dead ends, just put them in the long-term file. Clean up your office, your car, and your prospecting station. That feels good to do. Makes you feel ready for business. Makes you feel like you're doing something. And then finally, stay committed even when the day does not work out right, which I've heard happens from time to time. The day today just not my day. But you can fall back on your schedule. You can fall back on your plan. So here's a great question. Next year, what will you wish you had started today? That's deep. That's a deep question.
Mhm.
And remember, treat your business like a business. All right, tell us what we've been doing. We've been collecting listings, and we got a little bit under 40 listings today in the entire Pacific Northwest. Them all crowded there together. Kung, what's been going on in Portland?
Portland agents are staying busy. We have new coming listings, nothing under contract yet, but we have a couple listings from agents that have been telling me that they're working on some leads, great leads. We have a pending deal from Lena in Salem, staying busy down in the Valley. And we have a closing from Tomas. So congrats to Tomas on a great close in Hillsborough.
Okay, excellent. Excellent, thank you. All right. Anything new in Longview?
Longview, we got some things going on. Jennifer's listing on 18th went pending. So that's good.
Nice.
I'm writing an offer today that I'm 99.9% sure will be accepted.
All right.
Why the low confidence?
Yeah, the percentage didn't match the tone.
Yeah, somebody give her a pep talk.
Mhm.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be accepted. It's gonna be.
Good.
Got this.
You want to go the extra 0.001.
Yeah.
Go there.
Okay. We got, let's see, a couple of listings. Well, we got a new one in Ilwaco.
Oh, okay.
That's Barb Peterson.
Nice.
Some vacant land in Ilwaco.
Oh,
It's 10 acres of, so that's new. And then we have, a few more that are just taking a little while.
Yeah, sitting a little longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's going to be the issue for the fourth quarter is what to do. What to do with those overpriced listings. Yep. How about Vancouver?
well, we have 7 listings right now in Vancouver. And we actually have 8. One of them's pending.
Nice.
And we actually have 3 in pending status right now, total, and 1 will go in today. Shauna just signed around a place in Camas or Washougal, I can't remember off the top of my head, but she just got that signed around this morning, I think.
Nice.
So we'll be marking that as pending and entering that in. And that's all right now, but lots in the works, lots of things working.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's see, I don't have a report on. See if Shelley comes in with something for Idaho. Mario's not with us this morning.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your iPhone. Hi, iPhone.
There you are.
No,
Hi, Mario.
I'm not on the iPhone. I'm actually on the I think it when it logged me in as Center 21 North Star with you, John.
So it did.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay, good.
So we have Jeff is working on 2 new listings. One home will go on live this Friday.
Nice.
There's some pendings. Jana and Augie got accepted offers on deals they wrote up. So there's 2 of them. And then Jana had a piece of land in McCall, and Augie a home in Nampa.
Wow. Nice.
In terms of closing, Sean closed her listing on Chaparro, and her client purchased a new home on Malibu in Caldwell.
I like just a little bit of Malibu and Caldwell. All right.
I had a lead that I am mentoring Isaac, and so we put in an offer that was very much liked by the agent. We submitted it yesterday, but then there was an emergency on the buyer's spouse, so he canceled it for now. He's never bought a home. He's a little nervous about buying a home, but we made an offer, pretty much it would have been approved. But because of his wife not feeling well, she was rushed to the hospital. He just decided to put things on hold for now. And then Isaac's now working with another person. I gave him a lead that he is taking her to put in an offer on a house possibly later today.
Nice.
Okay.
Go, Isaac.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, excellent news. Does anyone have a listing on this chart that they're struggling with, that they'd like to perhaps discuss and see if anyone
At
has
any stage, like active, pending?
at any stage?
Because I have one pending that I guess I could use some expert advice.
Well, I can flip through here and see what looks familiar. Well, whose listing is this?
Mine.
Why hasn't it sold? Put her on the spot
Nice.
here.
I have in the comments that the seller needs at least 60 days rent back.
60 days rent back, at least. Mhm.
Mhm. So that's why.
Okay. That's why. Anybody have any anything to say to that? I guess first thing is it, so that's a condition and that can't be changed. You've looked at any other options to eliminate that rent back.
No, this is just the way we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll sell once they're ready. They're gonna move everything out of it, and we're going to represent it with some professional photos and things like that. And it will sell because it's in a nice area. It's got a big yard. It has a lot to offer. It just, you can't really feature that right now.
Okay. Okay.
And keep in mind, a couple months is a normal amount of time for things to
Mhm.
sell.
I'm being impatient, aren't I?
It's
Yeah.
true. We have to get
You
used
know,
to
2 or 3 days is not the norm and probably won't be.
Right. As we talked about, now we're getting back to kind of the normal 30 to 60 day thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Because I have agents who will call me on my listings and say, well, it's been on the market a while. And I'll be like, it's been 10 days. What are you talking about? It's like.
Appointments barely had got through.
It's like these agents, maybe they've been in the business 2 years. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's
10
funny.
days
It's
is a
kind
while.
of a mind shift, that's for sure. 'Cause
Right.
Isn't it? isn't it? Wow. Okay. All right. Back, like we were saying, back to normal on the market. 90 days. Yeah. It used to take that long. 5 months, 6 months. Perfectly normal. Nobody would say, what's wrong with your house? It's been 6 months.
Right.
That's normal. All right. All right. Good work, everybody. A lot of good listings as we go into the fourth quarter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Now, how's the market? I think the word to describe the market today is stable. That's a good word. That's a word everybody wants to hear. And that's where we are. The 30-year fixed went up to 7.31. Probably the highest it's been in a while, but it's not outrageous. So that's a good interest rate. We can all live with that. Inflation is doing the same thing it's always been doing. We are still, because of low inventory, in a seller's market. The NAR economists, they have a report on pending sales. Kuhn, did you get a chance to look at this?
I did. It's a pretty short report. It's just stating that pending sales are on a decline compared to August of 2023 and April 2020. So let's take a look at what they're presenting.
Okay.
NAR released a summary of
Yes.
pending home sales data showing that August pending home sales declined 7.1% from last month and fell 18.7% from a year ago. Pending sales represent homes with a signed contract to purchase but have yet to close. They tend to lead existing home sales by 1 to 2 months. All 4 regions showed double-digit declines from a year ago. And our region, the West, showed the most significant dip of 21.4%. So definitely a decline from last year. But, like everyone's been saying, we're kind of normalizing right now. Those were crazy years. And we're getting back to normal. From last month, all 4 regions showed declines in contract signings. The South had the largest dip, followed by the West, which fell 7.7%. The U.S. pending home sales index level for August was 71.8, and July's pending sales figures revised to 77.3. August's contract signings bringing the pending index below the 100 level mark for the 17th consecutive month. And that 100 level is based on a 201 benchmark and is consistent with existing home sales above 5 billion mark. So, it's just saying that, sales are coming down and, compared to last year and last month.
Okay. As expected.
Mm-hmm.
As expected. Part of it might be seasonal.
Right.
Part of it's the overall trends. All right. Thank you. Thank you. How's the market locally? What do we got here? Nick, how's the market in Portland?
Can you make that a little bigger? I think I got it. The average days on the market is down 32 to 37 days from 32 days, with 2.2 months of inventory. So down a little bit. That's kind of nice. The median home prices have decreased 2.7 over the last year, from 550,000 to 534. Interest rates are currently at 7.19, are expected to fluctuate over time. Still a great time to buy. Those rates are just fine. You can always read. Yes.
It is.
Could somebody do a better job than that?
Who can do a better job than that? Who wants to do Clark County?
I think a lot of people. Not too hard to beat me there.
Kat, do you want to tell us Clark County?
Sure.
How's the market?
So we are seeing a slight decrease in home prices nationwide as interest rates continue a slow trend upwards. However, this continues to be a seller's market due to a shortage of available housing. Average days on the market is up to 35 days from 32 days with 1.9 months of inventory. Median home prices have decreased 0.1% over last year from 525.3 to 525. Interest rates are currently 7.19 and are expected to fluctuate slightly over time. This is a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers and buyers benefit from dropping prices.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
All
Even a little
right.
more stable in Clark County. I like
Sounds
it.
like it.
Mhm.
Okay. How about Cowlitz County? Cheryl?
Cowlitz County. Okay, we are seeing a slight decrease in home prices nationwide as interest rates continue a slow trend upwards. However, this continues to be a seller's market due to a shortage of available housing. Average days on the market is up to 37 days from 34 days, and median home prices have increased 8.5% over last year. The
Wow.
median home sold price in the area is $413,400. Interest rates are currently down to 7.19% and are expected to fluctuate over time. It's a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers, and buyers also benefit from dropping prices.
Nice. Very nice. Mario, how's the market in Canyon County?
Here in Canyon County, in Ada County, Caldwell, Idaho, we're seeing a slight decrease in home prices nationwide as interest rates continue to slow trend upwards. However, this continues to be a seller's market due to the shortage of available housing. The average days on the market is down to 29 days from 47 days, and the median home prices have increased 3.7% over last year. The median home sold price in the metro area is $595,000. Interest rates are currently down to 7.19% and are expected to fluctuate over time. This is a great time to list while it's still favorable to sellers, and buyers also benefit from dropping prices.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. And so what were some of the predictions? I think we reported on most of the people in the know have predicted that over the fourth quarter, interest rates will go down. They'll go down well into the sixes and perhaps even into the high fives. I'm repeating that because I want it to happen. If we say it long enough, it'll happen. A relief in interest rates would be an excellent thing for us right now. I think we all know that, and all of our clients as well. And I think the National Association of Realtors is doing the best that they can to tell those pinheads at the Fed to lower the interest rates and not raise them. All right, so that's the market. And we will be talking about Shauna, we were just watching a video last week. And Mike Ferry said, remember to get out my list of all the reasons to keep your house on the market during the holidays. That's a holiday ritual we have in real estate, is to relearn the list, to remind people of how to do that and why they need to do that and how easy it is. So we'll be reporting on that pretty soon too.
Nice.
Okay, the training that we have up here, the social 121, are there any more videos on that, or have they run their course on that, Cheryl?
Not sure. They've been skipping a week, so I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that one's new.
That is new. Let's have a quick look at that.
Hashtags.
It will be, it's hashtags. Oh, this is exciting. Anyone have
There we
popcorn?
go. Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Hashtags.
Hi C21, I'm Lauren Johnson, Marketing Manager for Century 21, and today we're going to go over how you can use hashtags on Instagram to improve your reach. By using hashtags, you can make your content more visible to more people, connect with potential buyers, and get more eyes on your showcases and listings. Here's how. First, you'll want to use hashtags that are relative to your content. For example, I'm going to post a picture of this home listing. I'm going to put my caption in, and then I'm going to start putting my hashtags in. I'm going to use location hashtags as well as feature hashtags. So I'm putting in hashtag New Jersey, hashtag high ceilings, and hashtag make this house a home. It's also helpful to look up some popular real estate hashtags and see what some other agents are using on their posts. Here's a list of some hashtags that you might find useful for your posts. While Instagram lets you use up to 30 hashtags per post, we'd only recommend using 10 to 15 of the most relevant ones that apply to your post. Finally, don't just use hashtags for your own post. Search for and engage with other posts under relevant hashtags to connect with other agents. You can keep an eye out for any new trending hashtags by using the Explore page. This will help you build a network and show you relevant content all in one place. Have fun, and thanks for listening to this week's social newsletter.
Okay. Good. So if you're in social media, review what hashtags you want to use. They're very valuable in the overall scheme of things, in getting your word out there. And it seems like just a little chore to throw those in there, but can you do you have to type them in each time, or can you cut and paste them from somewhere you've already written them out? You ever
They
see
kind
that?
of, they'll give you little suggestions when you put in a hashtag on Instagram, things will pop up.
Hmm.
It'll say real estate will pop up, if you start typing Century 21 North Star will probably pop up. Things pop up, so you could just click on them.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. And all right, so we have the Accelerate schedule, 10/16. That's coming right up, November 27th, both for Accelerate. So think about those while you're doing your planning for the fourth quarter. Think about taking one of those courses. That'll make you feel very busy during the fourth quarter. That'll be a very good thing. And think about Go List. That starts 10/31. Which is a little shorter, a little bit of a more condensed, program. Owning Objections is a session November 10th, 8 o'clock Eastern time. That looked very interesting. And if you want more, browse the Century 21 catalog, which we keep right here. Okay. One more very quick video. This is from Keeping Current Matters, and I don't think I played this one before, and it's just an example of the kinds of things that you can do for your clients and post on social media and look professional and convey your information.
What I really want to focus on is not just the month-over-month shifts, but the long game, how homeownership wins over time. And homeowners today are sitting on significant equity that has truly been building, especially over the past couple of years. I want to draw your attention to more insight from that CoreLogic equity report that just came out. Look at that quote. It says the total average equity per borrower has now reached almost $300,000, the highest in the data series. Mortgage holders today are sitting on an average of $300,000 in equity. Now, I know that's going to vary by market. And certainly as you look at some of these maps that we provide, you can see market by market how that changes. But overall, the average US homeowner is sitting on significant equity. And that is really game changing in the long run. They have a huge cushion that can allow them to make opportunities happen. And when we're talking about home ownership versus renting, this really comes into play as the long game. What I really want to focus on is not.
Okay, does she look like an expert?
Yep.
I
Yes,
think
very
she
knowledgeable.
does. I think if I had met her or been referred to her and I ran across that, I'd say, well, she's in the business. She's a pro. She's working. She seems to be on top of things. I think that's an excellent thing to do, to give people an idea of what you're about, which I think is what these videos are for. I think I know what she's about, and I think she's a very serious business person, and I would list my house with her. Just,
There you go.
So I think I had showed that video before, but there are several of them. All right. Who would like to do what as far as presenters?
I think
you're on last
this is
week.
last week.
Okay, that's why the video was familiar.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I tried to private message you, but I didn't want to talk.
You're like,
Okay, yeah, what happened is I had to flip because I couldn't get Kung's report up, so I had to go to the prior. I had to go to the prior one. All right, today is the 4th, so here it is.
There we are.
There we are. There we are. So there's another video there. Listen to that when you get time. Oh, all right. Yeah, it was great advice for clients. The other thing I have here is when we talk about events for the office and things that we sponsor, they're doing something very interesting in Australia, the Century 21. We should have a look at that. There you go.
Oh, not real ducks, rubber ducks.
Oh, the rubber duck. Okay.
They're rubber ducks. So
We
this
have one of those in Longview.
rubber ducks?
We have a rubber duck race
Oh,
every year
I didn't know that.
for as long as I can remember. I believe it's the elks or lion. I think it's the lions.
Okay. Yeah, that's what this was as well in Australia.
So, like, does the winning duck? What happens with the winning duck?
You get prizes. What it is, it's a charity event, and so you buy ducks, and then whatever duck wins, you win some money.
Okay. And you have to donate all of it to a charity of your choice.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
well, you don't have to. You can. They're like raffle tickets, so
Oh,
they're like $5 a piece or something for each duck.
okay.
And then every duck has a number, and if your duck number wins, then you get a prize.
Well, this little duck race looks kind of violent. Like, I think the ducks look like they're getting trapped.
Yeah, I think ours go way slower than that.
Yeah, this is a very fast duck race.
I know that's quite a race.
I don't think the ducks are making very good headway in some cases. Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, here we could do it. We could have a long race here. We could go from Portland to the Pacific Ocean.
That's right. You could wait several weeks for your duck to win.
You have to
in
wait a week for your
anticipation.
duck to get there.
Yeah, really build up some anticipation.
There might be better things to do with your time, though.
We do the polar plunge, and stuff like that. So that's probably something that's coming up in February, everyone.
That's right. That's right. Be your own.
Do you
You
bring a
have fun
hot
with
tub
that.
for the polar plunge?
We don't, but sometimes we bring like hot chocolate. We do things to warm you up quickly
Okay, all right.
because it
Yeah,
is kind
the
of
polar
warm
plunge
up.
is fun, but it's cold. It's cold if you're not in the water up
Yeah.
there on the Columbia.
Yeah.
But yeah, they let you jump in the water, but they watch you closely. There's EMTs and fire and police and sheriff all around you, just in case anything goes wrong.
Right. And Channel 8 News to catch it all.
Yeah, it's a big event. We've had fun with that.
It's fun.
Yeah. All right. Shauna, you had sent us some really good information. What do you got?
Yeah, well, it's about your mindset because you got to keep your mind on the prize. And that is, we always have to prospect. And I know I talk about it all the time and it gets to be redundant, but it's our job. It's what we do. And here's just a little different take on that. Sounds like I'm in a tunnel. Sorry about that. It's because the house is empty.
Right.
So yeah, so it sounds weird, but I like this. It says, it's hard to be nervous if your heart is on service. Which is true. I mean, when you're about ready to make those calls or talk to somebody, a lead that you got, just remember that you are calling them to help them. You've heard me say the level of customer service is directly related to your level of income. This is true, but also your level of income is also directly related to the number of people you serve and how well you serve them. Notice the wording, not how many customers, clients, or prospects, how many people. Prospect is not a bad word, it just sets you in the wrong direction. The word prospect actually comes from the word whatever that is, meaning to look off into the distance. It suggests a combination of aspiration and anticipation, hope and intention. Also, prospect can be known as looking for gold. Yeah, you're prospecting for gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So in sales, there's no such thing as a prospect. It only exists in a salesperson's mind. Making sales is a concept, touching people's lives is a reality. Sales is not about concepts, it's about people. Right? Like, especially in this kind of sales job, what we're helping them do is a huge thing. Their home, where they live. So it's really important to think of them as people. So use this mindset. Touching a lot of lives means meeting a lot of people. You will only meet a lot of people if you genuinely want to. So if you're not a people person, you might not want to do this job because it's a people job. I'm not discouraged. I think everybody who is here is a people person, I would have to say. The only way you will be successful at touching their lives is if you become more comfortable being with them, not presenting to them or sorting and qualifying them, but simply being with them. Being a great salesperson does not take exceptional verbal skills or an introverted personality. What it does take is the desire to get to know people and the ability to become comfortable being with people. So I think I've said even last week, what a great job we have going around and being with people and getting to know people. It's a fun job.
It's a fun job. And I think I often say, if those aren't your natural talents, you can develop them. You can develop your skills in talking to people. You can become a people person if you want to.
I used to be super shy. I never liked to talk in front of people, and things have really changed for me over the last 10 years or so. So I've definitely, decided that's something that I can do. And the more I do it, the more I like to do it.
Right.
You realize they can make some money.
Well, there you go. There's that also. You got to talk to people to make money as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a fun job. And if you scroll, I'll continue.
Okay.
I don't have a printer. Does this mean that every person will buy or sell a house with you? No, of course it doesn't. That is not the objective. The objective is meeting people because you are interested in their lives. You do not need to sell every person you meet a house, right? Well, it'd be nice, but you don't need to. Some people will work with you and some people will become an excellent source of referrals. So if you have that mindset, you're not just trying to sell that person, you're getting to know them so they know you. And guess if they know you, like you, and trust you, they're probably going to refer you. Let those results work themselves out. But remember not to put the cart in front of the horse.
Great.
Go ahead, Cheryl, sorry.
I was just gonna say, and you never know too, the thing I found is the more you get out there and talk to people and let them know that you're an agent, the more people that know you're an agent, the more chances that people just pop up out of the woodwork that, you know, maybe they didn't think they were going to sell their house yesterday, but something's come up today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sure. Yep. And if you don't talk to them, you're never gonna know, and they're
Nope.
never gonna know. The main point is not to sell as much as possible, it's to touch as many lives as possible. When you take the time to meet people and touch their lives by giving them value or letting them know you care, the sales and referrals are simply a byproduct. The thunder to the lightning. So when you are thinking about prospecting to create business, step back and remember that giving is part of receiving. When you take time to meet people instead of prospect, your business as well as your life will grow and flourish. This doesn't mean you need to be skilled and knowledgeable. This doesn't mean. And then it says you do, but you do. This mindset is to enlarge your database. So basically, and I remember when I really started in sales, I used to struggle a little bit with that. And I also got criticized by some people. My husband would say, why do you always tell everybody about, you know, real estate and try to get them to work with you? It's like, because I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to be that person that they're going to need someday. And you just have to take that mindset and really believe that.
I hope he was more encouraging than that.
Well, not at first. And it was a shift.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was years ago. Now, of course, he's that person.
Yeah.
Everybody he's around,
He's like, let's talk
yeah.
real estate.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. All his friends he meets. I mean, we have a possibility of a buyer with somebody that he's met over the last 6 months that he's gotten to know. So they had a real estate agent, and now they have a different real estate agent. So, and it was only that he just took interest in this person. He just truly wanted to know about them. And then eventually that person decided, you know what? Steven cares more about me than this other person, and I'm going to work with him. So that's the way that works.
Very
nice. Very nice. I want to bring up something on our productivity hub. Right there. I wanted to bring up the business plans. And Cheryl, you talked about having a discussion this morning about maybe some goal setting and maybe see if anybody has any problems they want to discuss or anything, any successes they want to share.
Yes. It's that time of the year to kind of look at what you're doing, make a strong finish, see what worked this year, look at maybe what didn't work, what you need to work on. And I just thought it would be fun too right now I'm definitely working, my goal for the rest of the year is to do a little more on this social media business, learn some things. I've been trying to learn everything I can, and I think I have learned a lot. And so now is the, get out of my comfort zone and do more of it. And do it, from what I hear, from all the things I've heard, consistency, we've heard that word a few times. That's the things. It's in social media as well as, and, I just listened to a podcast yesterday, and they were talking about how social media is the new marketing. That's your marketing now. That is where most marketing is done today. So it's not something you can just kind of do. But anyway, off the social media thing. That's my goal for the rest of the year, is to be more consistent on social media and get out there and do some videos and things. Does anybody else have a goal that they're working on for the rest of the year? Or maybe just now they're thinking of it?
Sure.
I,
Sean, what are you
I
working on?
I have a goal, and my goal is to have my systems all in place and working really well within the next couple months. I mean, ultimately as soon as possible, but before the end of the year, before time to send out Christmas cards and before time to send out calendars, my CRM is going to be working flawlessly, like everything done. And that's one of my biggest goals is to have that really, really dialed. And that will also be incorporated into the social media and my marketing, all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping that it will be planned. Everything planned, and I won't have to really think about it. I'll just do it. You know, the scheduling, we talk a lot about that daily schedule, the morning schedule, having all that in place. And, you know, I have one, but I'm gonna definitely make some adjustments. And there's a lot. I could go on forever on goals for myself, but
Nice.
that's how I operate. I operate better when I have a plan and I have goals, and they need to be written out and they need to be in front of me. So, but the goal for this year, for the fourth quarter, is to have the database dialed in perfectly.
That's an awesome goal.
It really is.
That
was-
database is key and definitely worth the time for sure. We've been trying to work on that little by little in this office.
I think-
Anybody else have anything they want to share?
I think
something
John
that
and I have a goal to get some sort of acquisition behind our belt, maybe even by the first of the year. We'll see.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
what we'll see.
exciting.
Yeah. So my goal is I'm always looking for the next big thing, and whether it's an acquisition or whether it's a tool for the agents to use or anything like that, or lead sources. I have this I'll share my dream with you, is that we have such good lead sources that there's almost more than the agents can handle.
Nice.
So that's a dream. And,
I like that.
but you know what? There's not going to be one magic solution to that. There's not going to be one source that gets us all those leads. What I'm realizing, it's going to be multiple sources. So my goal for this year and next year is to keep trying to find something that will work, so that instead of the half a dozen or dozen that we have right now, we have 100 lead sources that we can look at and cultivate and see what works and what doesn't. That's probably my main goal for the future.
I really feel like that's always
like it.
been the thing for real estate, is you have to keep changing everything. You can't just do one thing. Always have a whole bunch of sources. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's just a good point.
Yep.
It is. The industry is changing so much, and it's interesting to talk to old timers, we like me, of how we did things and how we're doing it now, and it's always in transition, and how we're going to do it in the future. But I've said this before, I am the transitional person. I came in as the young person 30 years ago, and the people relied on, because back then the computer was new. Okay, so when you look at what's new today is, the internet's not new. I had the internet 30 years ago, and it was comical how slow, you would put you'd only dare to put one photograph up because it took 3 minutes or 5 minutes to load, and it would stack up, like a brick wall. It would just kind of stack up. It was funny.
Yeah, you had to dial in. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah, if you were dialing.
Yeah,
Oh.
you had that little wheel too that would just spin and spin. What did it- I
Oh,
don't
the
even-
spinning wheel. It was
I
spinning
don't remember
forever.
what it said anymore, but it would just say something over and over again and wait.
So we have to balance. We can't predict the future, but whatever it is, we're there. Like I say, over 90% of the public is finding their realtor on a Google search. And we have to acknowledge that. And we can wish for the past, because the past did seem a little simpler. You go to the office in the morning, just like Mike Ferry talks about. He's in the past and the future as well. But the idea that you go in and you start the coffee and you sit in the office all day and wait for somebody to come in. So it's essentially gone. And so we have to embrace the other ways, and we have to constantly keep looking for what's going to work.
But you still
That's
have
for
to go
sure.
out and meet people.
Uh-huh.
That's the other component of it. And so people skills are more important than ever. When you only get one shot. Once you found that person, whether you paid for the lead, whether however you got it, or whether you did find them in another way in a social context or something like that, you've only got one shot. You've only got one shot to impress them. They're going to ask you, how's the market? So have prepared something to say. Interest rates are 7.31, and that's probably what they'd like to hear. They have an expectation of, when they ask a realtor how the market is, of what the response is going to be, and we have those responses. So I would work on people skills more than ever
Yes.
now.
And the
Definitely.
social media needs to lead to a personal visit with these people. That will never change.
Yeah,
The house is still a physical thing. The human being is still a physical thing here.
yep.
Mhm.
They're saying what is it? What's his name? One of the coaches says visibility trumps ability. You don't have to be the very
That's
best
Jared,
agent.
yeah.
Is it Jared James?
Yeah.
But he you don't have to be the best realtor, but you need to be the one that is out there the most. You need to be the one people see. That's what's going to get you the business.
Yeah,
And now
you don't
he's
have
saying,
to
I
be
think-
the smartest.
Yeah, visibility is not only does it trump ability, it's your responsibility. That was his new thing. Visibility is your responsibility. That's your job. Get out there. Connect with people.
All right.
Anybody? How about you, Kat? Do you have anything you're working on?
I want to go door knocking. That's my, I gotta do that.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm thinking I'll probably go with my husband and my dog, and they can just hang back and I'll go talk to the people.
Nice.
Cute puppy, might help.
There you
Yeah.
go. Bring an umbrella.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Wait,
too.
Looks like you
And
got
in my
another-
neighborhood specifically. I want to do my neighborhood. So
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's a great way to develop skills,
yes.
Mhm.
by knocking on the door. That's how I started. I just
Yeah.
walked up and down my neighborhood, and that was scary because I was new to the business. And the scariest thing that ever happened was somebody said, well, yeah, come on in. I'd like a CMA.
Yeah. So I should bring my laptop.
You can do that. Yeah.
You have it with you, yes.
We have to do it
Or
on the spot.
schedule an appointment, schedule an
Yeah.
appointment.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
schedule an appointment. You
Yeah.
can bring your neighborhood news for the neighborhood and
Yeah, that's
done
good.
that.
Yes, good point. I'll add that to my list.
I think you'd have a lot of fun also, Kat, in like Uptown and stuff would be kind of fun.
Yes. Yes. And we're gonna go on Saturday, aren't we? I'm excited for
That
that.
was something, I was going to announce that. Yeah. No, by the way, bringing it up is perfect. In fact, it might be a perfect time. Tomorrow, since it's like 3 minutes till, I'm going to be in Vancouver to do some social media. I think this round is going to be Uptown and Waterfront, just kind of a community video. because I have been doing house tour videos, as you guys have seen, but I've also been doing neighborhood and community videos. I just did one Alberta Arts Portland, which was fun. And now I'm going to do the Uptown in Waterfront Vancouver. I will be probably doing Camas Washougal, and just kind of giving people a taste of their communities.
I like
Excellent.
it.
Awesome.
Yes. And
Excellent.
so all Vancouver agents, even Oregon agents, meet me up there. I'm going to be there around noon. Call me or email me.
Did
So
you say tomorrow or is it Saturday?
I'm sorry, Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
okay, okay. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I wanted to
actually,
get
so
up-
Nick, you found a new gadget. You found an app on the phone that compiles these videos for you and puts the background music.
You know, it's pretty standard fare Instagram. I've been messing around with it. One thing I like to do is live action. So you set your camera, and I can go over this with people on Saturday, but you set your camera so it's not just taking still shots, but it's taking some recordings. So these videos kind of move and flow, and they're more fun to watch. And to just find some really good music that matches the neighborhood or the feeling of the day. I did one with our private home when we had our recital this weekend. I put some Debussy in there because that was clearly the theme of the day.
Nice.
And then if it's fun, like the Hip Alberta Arts, I went with music and an artist that matched that funky, eclectic, quirky neighborhood. And I'll probably do something similar with Vancouver, but the waterfront's very very different than Uptown. So I may mix that up a bit.
Nice.
Yes.
It's so fun. Do it and meet me if you want to on Saturday.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to share? Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. And if you do see that I did not play Debussy, I played the most boring piece.
Yours was a little calmer, I'll say,
Little
than some of the others. Debussy, I like Debussy. I've always loved Debussy, probably more than Beethoven, but that's a whole other can of worms.
Well,
Don't be
Nothing-
surprised when the emergency alert goes off in like.
Oh,
20
yes.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
at 11?
11:20, I think they said, or something like that.
The nation is getting an alert.
a
Okay.
test? I hope it's a test.
Yeah, I know. Goodness.
I have no idea what you're talking
Who
about.
knows?
You'll
Oh,
know at
it's
11:20.
Well, you'll know at 11:20, yeah.
At 11:20, your phone will go ding, ding, ding.
And the internet, it's a big one this time.
I think it's a scarier sound. It's like an
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's not gonna go ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
right.
We'll see.
They're
Maybe.
testing the emergency broadcast system.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great week. And we'll see you next week, or we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.